Hello, guys. Welcome to a very important YouTube video that we are making based on your request. And today we want to look at introduction of HTML, the tags and attributes of HTML. That's what we want to actually focus on. As you already know, HTML is one of the programming languages that is very popular. In fact, every website and software is being run on HTML and then on some other programming languages as well. So today we are going to be looking at introduction to HTML tags and its attributes as how it concerns us. So on this note, I welcome you to this another very important video, very important course, and I hope that you are going to find it int- very important. So on the second slide, I have about me section. Here a I happens to be a teacher. I teach digital skills to a lot of persons online, as you already know, and then offline as well. I do quite a number of stuffs that has to do with digital skills. This place I'm going to be unveiling the secrets to grabbing and assimilating HTML, the tags, and its attribute. Okay, so I implore you to pay a very close attention as we continue with now. What is HTML? According as we have in the screen, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. In a nutshell, as we have in the screen, in a nutshell, it has to do with the the is a programming language that we use to write all the text you can see in a website. Everything you see in this website, that's you already know I'm using Google Slide, and all those things you see in the Google Slide screen that are written in this place is written with HTML. You can see the edit, you can see arrange, you can see a whole lot of stuff. All those stuffs are written with HTML programming languages. Okay, so it's quite important that we understand how we can use HTML to write all the things we want to do. Moreover, HTML is not only used for writing, but is mostly used for writing. So is a front end programming language that is used to write and then import images, create forms that people can fill, import videos as well, and the rest of it. So basically, every attribute, everything you see on a website that you understand as a beginner is being shown to you by HTML. It's actually HTML that shows you um, that particular information that you can see, be it writing, be it pictures, be it was any other thing. Okay, so in this screen now you can see what you want to check in for today. So you want to look at HTML tags. We will learn number one, we are going to learn a text tag. We are also going to learn the form tags, and we are also going to learn the image tag and the video tag. These are the tags we are going to be focusing on today. Okay, the text tag, the form tags, the images tag, and the video tag. So this simply refers to we are going to be writing a lot of text using this programming language, and then we are also going to be doing some other functions. So in this screen now you can see how to add heading. Heading, we are going to learn how we are going to add our heading, how we can do our paragraph. You remember, a heading is like the title, how you can make your title to be different with your paragraph. The paragraph has to do with the normal writing we need to do. And then the other one is how can we bold in it? Which programming command are we going to give to anything we want to make to be bold? The other one is italic. How are we going to add italic function to our HTML command? The next one is forms, and the other one is list. So all of those things are what we intend to explore in this video tutorial. So at the course of this video tutorial, I probably would not be uh, explaining everything, but what I'm gonna do for sure is that anything that is important, I'm going to explain it to you. You have, as you already know, in my tutorials, I use the online code editor to edit. As you can see on the screen now, I am in codepen.io. I opened it and then I clicked on the environment where it says start coding. That is where this environment came. And now what I want to do is I want to write the opening tags of HTML. How do I write the opening tag of HTML? I wrote my less than HTML and greater than. This is the opening tag of HTML. And then I went down to the screen at a particular place down, and then I wrote less than slash forward slash HTML. So this is the opening tag. The first one over there in the screen is the opening tag, and the other one is the closing tag of HTML. These things are very, very important. Why? Because it is telling the opening tag is telling us where a particular command is starting and where that command is to end. The reason for this is because if we did not end a command in a particular place, that command will never end. Let's assume, as you can see in this place now, I'm writing the title, that is the title of my site. I've written the head, and then I'm writing the title. Okay, so inside the head is uh, less than head, HEAD, and then greater than. So inside the head, I'm going to write my title. My title is not supposed to be shown on my screen over here. It's not supposed to be shown on my screen. It's supposed to be shown on the title bar of the website. That's where it is going to show. Okay, it's going to be displayed. So I'm writing my title now, and then the next thing we are supposed to do is to close my title with the closing tag of title. Otherwise, if I did not close my title, what I'm trying to say is that every other thing I'm writing in the computer is still a title, which we do not want to do that. Okay, let's say for instance now uh you have an empty cup of you have an empty cup of coffee, and then you have another bowl of maybe a jug of coffee where uh, you are pouring your coffees a inside some of the cups that you have lined up. Now, one of the cup now seems to be very big, and then you are pouring the coffee, and the coffee you are pouring you know, is not enough for the cup. What you want to do is to close that cup and enter the next one. Okay, if you did not close the cup, you will not enter the next one. So that's basically how it is. If you did not close a a tag that you open in your website, sorry, in your closing in your uh, code editor, the function of that code is still going to enter every other things you are doing. So that's the one of the simplest way in which I can explain this for now. Okay, so moreover, you can drop a comment in the comment section, and then reach out to me so that I can hand you over some of my courses, complete course that will aid you to learn this from start to finish. Okay, so in this place now we have written our title, and then we have crossed, as you can see on the screen, we have crossed uh, the the head, and now the next thing we want to do is the body of our text. You want to start to write the body of our code. In this place, that is where we are going to do a lot of writing. Everything written outside of the body of your where you write the body of the code will not be shown in this particular environment. Okay, so it is inside the body of the code. Anything we write in the body of the code will be displayed to all our clients and all our students. Okay, let me remove this and then let me explain. Okay, so as you can see on the screen now, HTML a skeleton structure. So I called it a skeleton structure. You can see the HTML head there. You can see at the end the HTML um, closing tag. The one I'm showing you now is the HTML opening tag. The other one at the beneath is the closing tag of HTML. This is the structure at which is going to be. The next one you have is the head, and then after the head you are going to have the closing after the opening tag of head you are going to have your title inside it, and then this title that you are going to write the message you want to be appearing on your title bar. Okay, so the message you want to appear on your title bar is what you are going to write there, and then after that you are going to close your title. How do we close our title? Less than slash title, and then you write your um, greater than. Okay, so that is it now, and then this red environment is where I wrote that all the codes that we want to appear to the public is meant to be there. You know, more that is to say that all the uh, all the forms we want to show people to fill, all the images we want to show people, all the videos we want to show people, all everything we want to show people all over the world, that is in this red environment inside the body, the opening tag of body and then the closing tag of body. That is where we are going to write this. Okay, so I want you to enjoy for a few time. Just look at this for a few time. I'm more okay. So that's it, the structure. That is what you want to use here now, and in this place now I'm going to start um, writing a few code that you are going to see is going to appear in this white environment. Okay, remember what we said, that every code you want to write is in the inside the body tag. That is where we are going to write it. Okay, so sorry, let me remove this. Okay, and now we want to start to write some codes that is going to appear here, and then we are going to learn about our heading tag, and then we are going to learn about our paragraphs and the rest of every other stuff we need to know. So just follow the video and then you are going to be able to get results as I get. Okay, as you can see on the screen, I'm actually writing um, my name. I said my name is Shooks Newman. That's what I want to write. Okay, and then I'm writing it inside using a header tag. In HTML, we have different heading tag. Okay, so when we are talking of heading, we are talking of title. This code helps us to write a title. That is when you want to write a title of an essay, or maybe you want to write a title of whatsoever. So this code helps us to write it, and so we call it a heading tag. So this heading tag, how do we get the heading tag? Is less than h1 or h2 or h3, anyone you want to use. If it is h1 you want to use, you use h1 to write. If it is h2 you want to use, you use h2. Moreover, the difference between h1 and h2 is the sizes they give us. One of them gives us a bigger size, the other one gives us a smaller size. We have h1 up to h6, that is h1. If you want to use h1, you use h1, that is less than h1, and then you close it and then you write what you want to write. Everything you are writing inside h1 will be big, and then h2 is also another heading tag that we have. Anyone you want to use, we have from h1 to h6. Anyone you want to use depending on what you are portraying. That is when you um, that is what determines the one you are using. So currently I'm using the one I'm using here, and then I just want to show us all the things we have been writing before writing the H1 weren't appearing on this environment for us to see. It wasn't appearing. But this time around, this one is appearing. Why? Because we are writing it inside the body tag. It is anything we write in the body tag is what is going to is what we are going to see. So as you can see now, I'm using another um, element, that is heading element, and then this one is smaller than the formal one. Okay, so the reason why it appears is appearing like this in the second header is because I actually closed the first header with slash h, and then sorry, with the code less than slash, and then I wrote the h, uh, the heading tag represented, and then I crossed it with a crossing tag. Okay, so that's the reason why it's giving me a different font for this other one. So just keep paying attention as um, this video is playing, and then you are going to learn quite a whole lot of stuff trying to do this. Okay, so so just we do that, we paying attention to the video as I'm writing a whole lot of stuff. Remember, in this course what we are doing is that we are showing us how we can actually use some of the HTML tags that we have to build a, to solve some programming challenges. Okay, so as you are watching, I am also entertaining you at the same time with my dancing queen in the screen, as you can see. Okay, because coding is quite simple. It's not that hard as people think it is. So we are learning this now, and the essence of teaching us this is so that we can be familiar with some programming languages, and then you will also know how we, the programmers, do some of these functions. And then when you look also at a website, you can be able to understand and ascertain different things that is being done in the website. Remember, in the course of this same video, we are going to be showing you how you are going to put your images, how you are going to put your videos, how you are going to put quite a number of stuffs. So please keep following, keep following, keep following, keep following, keep following, keep following, as we are doing quite a number of stuffs. Okay, yeah, so keep following. Now I want to focus on my typing, so I probably will not be talking much now. I want to focus on my typing. I don't want this video to be too long, but everything that is being done here, I promise you, is going to appear very, very well. You are going to understand it. So I'm still writing about using the heading elements. Okay, I'm using the heading element. As you can see, I say something here concerning the heading element. I said that h1 is a heading tag smaller than h2. That was what I wrote. Okay, and then I'm trying to explain to us what the function of this HTML, what why writing them in the HTML tags, why writing them in the code environment, so that you will understand it better. Okay, one of our songs says we understand it better by and by, and now it's no longer by and by because I'm actually teaching you how you can do this right here on your screen. I hope you are still here. I hope you are still here following. Keep following, keep following, keep following. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm using the heading tags to write so that you actually will see that the first one is bigger and the next one is smaller, and these are just the difference. So it depends on what you want to write. If you want the heading of your site to be big, what you are going to do, or sorry, the heading of what you are writing to be big, what you are going to do is to choose H1. If you want it to be a little smaller, choose H2. That's how you go. You'll keep using all of them, and then sorry, and then you'll find out that you have your okay. So this is basically what we do. Basically what we do here. So I'm writing using H uh elements to write so that you see the difference. Now I hope you saw some places where I used um BR. BR simply means break. Okay, there are some places I use a particular code less than BR, and then I use also, and then I use another one. So what it actually does is that it breaks a text from being too long. So in this screen now you have HTML heading tags. As you can see now, I have represented it very well for you in this place. What you just have to do is to look at them very critically. HTML heading tags. You can see H1, you can see H2, you can see all of those stuffs in this place. And I said that where you are going to write them is inside, as you can see on the screen. I'm showing you inside the body of your inside the body of your code. Okay, if you write it anywhere else, any other place, is not going to be cool. So it's better that you actually write it in the body of your now the next thing we want to look at is image tag, our image tag. And as you can see now, this is the code that we are going to use to write our image. Less than img, and then space, you click on space bar, and then you write your source equal to, in parentheses you are going to select a folder where that image is in your computer, or you copy an image link. So in in today, I'm not going to, because we are editing online, so we are going to actually copy a link from any of our free website that is online. We are going to get an image link. Every image that is online actually have a link. It's not empty, it actually has a link. So today we are going to learn how you can import an image to your code editor. Remember what we said, the code to embed your image is less than img, and then you click your space a little, and then you click source. Source has to do with, you are telling us the place where that image is. Okay, so source. So what I want to do now is I want to search for an image from the Google, and then I'll go to the image section, and then I'll open one of these images now. So let me open this one. As you can see, this ball, I'm going to uh, go to the source code. As you can see, where I'm showing you that on the screen. So I'm going to go to the source code of this image. I've clicked it, and then I'm copying it. As you can see it now, I've copied it, and then I'll come back to my code editor. After my source, I'm going to click it, sorry, paste it in this place, and the next thing we are supposed to have is to have our image shown to us. Okay, so our image supposed to appear. Moreover, this because of some factors, the code is very big. So in one of our classes, we are going to explain to us what you can do to shorten this code and the rest of that. Moreover, we went online to copy this, so there are a lot of code that it should possess, because this image does not come directly from Google. It was actually somebody that posted it, and then a lot of code have to be in there. So it's very, very big, very, very big, very, very big. But moreover, for the benefit of our lesson, I'm going to leave it, because we are just learning how that we can post a video inside our a picture at this time, an image inside our code environment. So this is one of the ways to do that. Moreover, if you have an image in your phone, in your computer device, uh, what you want to do is for you to select the folder that it is inside, and then you do your stuff. So in this place now, we want to learn how we can be able to add another one. Okay, the same process, but you want to repeat it this time. Okay, so and then we are going for image number 2. So you want to open the in a new window, so that we can be able to get the code. Once it is open, I'll copy that code. Okay, so I'll copy the code over there, and then I'll paste it again in my image img source, and then I'm going to close my. So I'll allow my editor to refresh, so that the image is going to appear. Okay, it seems that there is a little issue why it hasn't appeared. Okay, there is something we call debugging uh, in programming. In subsequent time, we are going to learn how we can do that better. So in a situation where an image will not appear very well, we have something, or anything that does not appear very well, we have something we call debugging. That function helps us um, to check what is wrong with the code. So in this place now, the next thing we want to do is video tag. We want to look at video tag, how we can actually post a video in our HTML. So in this place now, you see the code for doing that. Less than video control, less than video controls. Okay, as, as you can see on the screen, less than video control, and then you paste your code, and then you close it with what, less than slash video. So we are going to go forward to our code pen, and then we write it, and we are going to see. So the first thing I want to do is to write my less than video control. Once I write the video control, it's going to give me that button, the video button that can make me to um, sorry, the buttons that will make someone to press a video and they start to play or to pause a video, and the rest of those stuff. Okay, as you can see on the screen already, we already have video control, we already have it. So this is the code that we use to embed our video. So the next thing I want to do now is to get the video, write the source I want to get the video from, or anything. But because of we don't want this course to take a longer time, I'm going to go straight online and copy a video code, and then I'll paste it on this environment. Once that is being done, we are going to have our result amicably. Okay, so just follow the screen. You are going to get the result that is befitting. So This time around, I want to go to the video area of Google and be able to get just a short video that I'll paste. Okay, I hope you are seeing what I'm doing on the screen. Okay, so what I want to do is to get the code for this video, and then I'll come back to my code editor and paste it, and the video will start to play with those control buttons guiding it. Each time I want it to stop, I'll click on the stop. Okay, so in this place now, what I want to do is to copy the code. I'll copy this code. Okay, and then I'll go back to my this and paste it. As soon as it is being pasted, my code editor will reload, and then the video will start to appear. Oh, very fantastic in my this is, so as you can see, I've clicked it and it's now playing. Okay, that is how we embed our videos in our code editor. That is how we embed our videos in our code editor. Okay, you can actually click on download and download it. You can make it bigger like this. You can do quite a lot of stuff, uh, that you would normally do with a video in it. Okay, at this junction, you can be able to paste even more videos if you want to do that. You can paste more videos if you want to do. So the aim of this lesson is to introduce you to different HTML tags and how they function. That is the aim of this video, to introduce you to different HTML tags and how they function, so that you know the one you want to use anytime you are working, so that you will know how to do them, how to work with them, how to do quite a lot of stuffs with this. Okay, so you remember, any once you want you put once you open an HTML tag and you are done writing what that HTML tag represents, make sure you close it. Make sure you close it, because if you did not close it, the function of that HTML tag is going to you know become a challenge in the next HTML function you want to write. Okay, so, and I know you don't actually want that to be the case. I know you don't want that to be the case. Okay, so that is simply how you can actually do this. So you may want to revise this video again, and then continue your our teaching and the rest of that. Okay, so just s- go through it, and make sure you learn this very well. Make sure you learn them very well. I still remain your favorite teacher. And I bring to you a lot of digital skills in a simplified form. That's why I want you to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Please, anything you want us to get better at in the course of a course, please write it on the comment section, and we promise to try our possible best to bring to you a simplified course on how to do quite a number of things in the digital space. Please continue watching. Thank you, and bye bye.